2021 has been an unbelievable ride for the Mr. Who's the Boss channel. I'm still in physical shock at what we've managed to do this year. So, there's my way of saying thanks. Here are 50 surprising things you didn't know about me. Because I'm so focused on not wasting time, I've got really good at throwing things into bins from a distance. I eat an average of 5 meals a day. I'd love to tell you it was because I was bodybuilding, but I just really like food. Someone once showed me what I'd look like as a girl, and I did not hate the result. The most searched internet question about me is... oh. I don't have a studio. This room that we film everything in, that's actually my bedroom. The bed used to be right here in the middle, but we had to move it to get more space. So now I just sleep in the corner. Oh yeah, and thanks to Rhino Shield for sponsoring this video. My top 5 most used apps in order are WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and then Netflix. One person at school called me ugly when I was 13. It took me 10 years to shake that feeling. Don't be mean to others. I used to grow my hair really long to try and hide the shape of my head, until I realized that everyone looks pretty strange if you stare long enough. Except one guy I know. People think I'm obsessed with Rick Astley. I just don't get it. If you include my hair, I am 6 foot 1 inches tall. Here's a cat for reference. I've actually got 2 cats. There's Simba, who's 3 years old, and Milo, who's less than 1, but has somehow still managed to become the alpha of the house. I could still take him though. People often think that I have a team of like 20 people, but in actuality I have just 2 employees right now. We have Joes, who is master of channel graphics, and Josh, master of our beautiful camera work. Tell us something fun about yourself.
So, when I can't find a sound effect, sometimes I make them myself.
What about you?
Well, fun fact, Milo definitely prefers me to Aaron, but don't tell him I said that.
Oi. Ow! If you've ever wondered how I catch phones out of nowhere in videos, Josh's hands, and a lot of retakes. One of my main objectives in life is to just try as many things as possible. I've ended up in some very weird situations because of this philosophy. I have a surprising ability to cope with sour foods. I'm gonna eat this whole thing while making eye contact with you. The biggest thing that I spend my money on is this channel. I reinvest like 98% of my total budget just buying tech to feature in the next video. That's the only reason we've managed to make videos like this, and this. For every single video we've made over like the last year, I don't just like sit down and film. We actually design like an entire color scheme based on the tone of that video. We make a custom set design with those colors, and then we even make custom text and custom graphics just to match that theme. Sometimes I tell Josh that I really like a choice taken just so he doesn't retake it 30 times. Looks great, Josh.
Oh, thank you.
So I have a birthmark right here. I literally go years without realizing, but then every single time I re-notice it, I can't unsee it for months at a time. Ah, damn it. I've been told that I have really fast reaction speeds. Promise these aren't mine. My favorite TV show ever is New Girl. I've watched it like 7 times already. I've been keeping printouts of like every single one of our channel metrics ever since there were just 3,000 of us. And looking at these things, and then realizing that we're now approaching 10 million, is just blowing my mind. And I've got something really special planned for it. I'm slightly jealous that Milo has better toys than me. I have scored the highest possible grade in every exam I've ever taken. Except my driving test, which, I mean, calling that one a fail would be extremely generous. But it's not just my driving. I have also been hit by a tram. I'll never forget it. I was 16, I was walking home from school. I was probably thinking about what Pokemon I was going to catch when I got home. But then I stepped onto the road, and I remember I looked left, completely forgot to look right. And this thing came and whacked me from the side. I went flying, I landed on my legs, which were pretty cut up by this, and I just distinctly remember the feeling for the whole journey home of blood slowly but surely soaking into my socks. Sorry for that mental image.
Cheers, Jeff.
Unfortunately, it's not the only accident I've had. When I was younger, I walked directly behind my brother while he was taking a golf swing. I got smashed in the face, and that's why part of my front tooth is missing. I once asked someone to shoot me in the butt at close range with an airsoft rifle. I think I can still feel it. I have a problem where I keep trying to learn the most pointless skills. For example, there was a 3-week phase while I was at university where I kept locking myself out my room. So I decided to learn how to pick locks so that I could pick my way back in. I also dabbled in a little bit of close-up magic. As I'm sure you can probably imagine, I was very popular with the ladies. There was even a phase where I thought the key to success was juggling. My top 5 most famous Twitter followers are Xiaomi with 3.42 million, Hassan El Shafei 3.71, Fawad Hussein with 4.45, Marquez Brownlee with 5.25, and then Mr. Beast with 12.6. 12.6? It took me 2.5 years of doing YouTube videos with just my hands until the day I finally plucked up the courage and showed my face. It's like a breaking news report. No.
Hi guys.
No. Too awkward. I've just applied for a world record in something. If you want to know what it is, then it's up to the channel would be unparalleled. My favourite songs pretty much all come from the movie The Greatest Showman. From now on, these eyes will... It's a masterpiece, okay? My most recent obsession is shower steamers. They're these little rocks that you can effectively put into the corner of your bathroom, and then as they get wet, they release a scent that makes your shower feel like a spa. You might have seen me clap in videos to change the colour of the lights. Yeah, so that actually involves me taking a really deep breath and staying completely still for 3 whole minutes while Josh manually changes each light one by one. I used to love playing the drum kit. Here's a really old clip of me doing so. But when we had to get rid of it to free up space, I had to start playing in my mind, which is why half the time when you find me walking around doing stuff, I will beatbox without even realize I'm doing it. So I've only ever done 1 fan meetup in my entire life, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I remember we actually got kicked out of the place that I booked for the meetup within like 10 minutes of being there. And so we literally spent the entire time just roaming the streets of London while I was there just racking my brain trying to figure out like what to do with all these people who'd made so much effort to be there. Speaking of which though, one fan at this meetup insisted that he gave me this commemorative coin, which so far I have kept in my wallet every single day since. The one sport that I spent like half my childhood playing was chess. Yes, it is a real sport. Look it up. I'm not even joking. One of my best friends actually broke his arm at a chess tournament, running back to his mum after a game. So pretty much the first thing that I do when I've like finished covering a big smartphone launch and I've done back-to-back sleepless nights is grab a canvas and paint. I have a second channel dedicated to making videos that are less than a minute long, but even a 30-second video on that channel can take up to 6 hours to make. All right, top 5. When I was at school, my severe lack of confidence meant that I literally used to spend the entire time with my head down like this. No joke, this is how I would walk around. Until one day, my uncle took me to the side, lifted it, and said, "Stay like this." Changed my life. I also had a moment in high school where I decided that I wanted to defend myself against bullies. So I started training in Taekwondo. That is until one day when I tried to tornado kick my sparring partner, causing me to keep spinning, land on my knee, and shatter it into oblivion. Self-defense is one thing. I probably should have focused on defense from self. People often ask me, do I have a girlfriend? There is a girl. It's not this one, I promise. If you follow on Instagram, I will post something about us as soon as I can pluck up the courage to do it. It took us over 8 years to hit 1 billion views on this main channel. The second channel is on track to do that in 1 year. Bonus fact, I have been resting my arm in a bin for that shot. And it would not be the first one. And number 1, which is kind of related, this year has been the most surreal year of my entire life. I started out in January thinking, okay, let's try and hit this many Instagram followers and this many Twitter followers. But never did I imagine that I would be sitting on billboards or finding myself in newspapers, or the most crazy, not just being nominated for the best tech channel in the world, but actually winning. We won best tech channel in the world. That's like the kind of stuff you dream about, but you never really think is gonna happen to you. So thank you. Thank you so, so, so much. And we're gonna try and change the game in 2022. Let's do something stupid. Is the phone damaged though? Nope. The tree is though. Now, the reason that I'm confident doing that is a material called shock spread. It's what Rhino Shield uses on every single one of their cases, and what they're saying is that this one material, combined with the honeycomb lattice on the inside, is the equivalent of 2 layers of protection without needing 2 layers. It means that you can drop your phone from 11 feet, no problem, which is probably why they give you a lifetime replacement warranty with every case. But the thing that's really important to me is that they've coated it in such a way that you can just wipe off stains. Like, it's covered in stains right now, because I threw it into a tree, amongst other places, but give it a quick rub and you're pretty much good to go. Oh yeah, and as well as being able to choose your color and finish, and design from an almost limitless amount of collaborations, from Marvel to Star Wars or Snoopy to Keith Haring, you also have changeable buttons. And if you use the code MrBoxing, you can have 20% off in the first week of this video going live. To see the biggest tech you've ever seen, click here. Or to find out why I think the metaverse might be a problem, that video's here. My name is Aaron, this is Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'll catch you in the next one.